Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and it is Friday already. And wow, did this week run by! Another Friday, another Zer location video for the original Destiny. Let's not forget, just a reminder, we are in the original tower for the first Destiny, my favorite Destiny, Destiny number 1. Second, another reminder, I always remind people not to forget that Zer leaves the tower within 48 hours. So, this is not Destiny 2. Destiny 2, Zer does not leave until reset. Destiny 1, Zer leaves Sunday morning, at least for me. Sunday morning in New Jersey, Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. So for me, it's not even worth it to try and find Zer on Sunday because he's gone by 5 a.m. That's about 48 hours from now. It's almost 5:30 here, so that's about 47 and a half hours. Just keep that in mind. You have 2 days to find Zer, and he's got some good stuff this week. That's cool. Also, somebody asked in my previous video, in the comments, how to get strange coins. I will give a few suggestions in this video, but I will make a video again. I made one a while back, but I'll make a new video focused on how I get strange coins. And you know what? Suggestions in the comments below. Someone was asking about strange coins. What do you suggest? What should I include in that video on how to get strange coins? Me, primarily, it's factions. But, next. And yes, the cat is once again staring at me and clawing at things. Anyway, this is how you know if Zer is in the tower, alright? If you see this mark on the stairs, it means Zer is in the tower. You will notice if I were to come yesterday, this mark was not there. If he is in the reef, which I wonder if there's a mark like this in the reef. I mean, it's easy, that's how I do it. I come here, if I don't see this mark, then I immediately head to the reef. But 99% of the time, he's in the tower. So that mark lets you know. We do have, again, a really good week. I would pick some stuff up from him. Anyway, we are heading to the left, passing Eververse, heading basically towards the speaker. Going to pass Eva Levante. This is when Eva Levante was in the tower all of the time. Referring to herself in the third person. I have never understood that. I have not understood. It's so nice when you come to visit old Eva. She calls herself Old Eva. It's like, no. So see the smoke around those guys' heads? That means they did the Nightfall. So sweet on them. Awesome. That's how you know if someone did the Nightfall. Anyway, as you can see, Zer is in one of my favorite spots. I think this is a beautiful spot. The view is amazing. That city is massive, huge. And he's got some pretty cool stuff. And you got, the speakers, back device. I like it. Reminds me of one of those things that people used to flip over for their back, chiropractic thingy. She looks so smug and amused and annoyed because I haven't fed her yet. Right. Anyway, so we have a very interesting week because we got 2 cool weapons over here that I highly recommend you pick up. But first off, usual Legacy Engram. I will make a video about that one of these days. Basically, let's just wait until January. It's almost the end of December. Things slow down in January, so things will be a lot easier in January once things slow down. But I will make a video about Legacy Engrams. I think they're expensive unless you have a garbage ton of strange coins, which I know some people are like, yeah, I've got 3,000 strange coins. I'm like, okay, cool. That's really, really cool. Then, yeah, go right ahead. If you have everything already, I have basically everything as well. So for me, it's like, yeah, it's either that or I go for the heavy ammo synths because I've been using them, all right? I'm down to 325. I've been using them. And I'm trying to get at least 1,000. So, next you have for the Titan an insurmountable skull fort, which again leads to the question, do they call it that? Just an insurmountable skull fort. That's like, do they go like, hey, bring your insurmountable skull fort? Or do they be like, just bring the melee helmet? Because as you can see, you gain from this an additional melee charge. Now, I'm no expert on Titans, but it just feels weak. It feels like Frosty. I'm more of a Frosties person, but I don't know if the Titans have something like Frosties. If the Titans have something like Frosties, which gives you while sprinting gains tighter turn radius and faster grenade and melee regeneration, that seems better. This is like, oh, joy, I get another melee charge. Wow, an additional melee charge. Wow, gee. The thing is, I also have, as I've mentioned it multiple times, Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler is awesome. Knife Juggler basically gives you non-stop melee. You get precision kills, you get more melee. So to me, as a hunter main, it looks cool, don't get me wrong. The helmet definitely does look cool. I like the lights. I wonder if you could, like, program them. Would it be cool if you could, like, you know, like, for example, like Christmas, turn them into a Christmas tree or something. But to me, it's like, I mean, at least it fits my rule. If your helmet is bigger than a Corpus helmet, it's too bulky. Corpus helmet is on the border. It seems bulky, but at the same time, when you really think about it, it probably isn't as bulky as we think. Especially given the work they do. I mean, would I want to run around with a Corpus helmet as a hunter? No, I would not. But the majority of the time, I think a lot of the Corpus are just doing jobs in factories. So, you know, warehouses, shooting targets that come running through their ships, kind of thing. So, at least it does not. It's smaller than a Corpus helmet, so that's a good thing on it. But just feels like gain an additional melee charge. Wow. No. Next, we got the Celestial Nighthawk, and this is one of my favorite exotics for the hunter. I usually have it equipped on my gunslinger. Alright, Celestial Nighthawk. Golden gun fires one shot with 6 times the damage while granting keyhole for overpenetration. Basically, this is like one shot. It takes all of your 3 shots of golden gun, doubles it, and makes it one shot. Yeah, this thing is awesome. It's great to use against bosses. I love using golden gun with Celestial Nighthawk in Challenge of the Elders, because it basically wipes out enough damage on a boss so that you're immediately back to, you know, oh my god, my brain is freezing. Reinforcements. You're getting more reinforcements. Not every single time. Sometimes I have to do a couple of shots with my fusion rifle. Depends on how you hit it. I will say this, though. This week's Challenge of the Elders, though, has solar burn. And Celestial Nighthawk will melt the boss. Like, it's too fast. Like, I have had double rounds of reinforcements where it's just like, you need the reinforcements, especially if you're soloing it, you need the reinforcements. So this thing melted. I posted it, yesterday, where I did Challenge of the Elders in a half an hour. And it was all 3 bosses, and that was just, it melted the boss because of the solar burn. So, but Celestial Nighthawk, if you are a hunter, you need to get it. If you're not a hunter, pick it up anyway. You might realize how amazing and awesome hunters are and decide to play a hunter. No, Buster. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, there's a power strip that she could step on and turn off the Xbox. And I really don't want her to turn off the Xbox. Come here. She wants treats. Come on. Alright, sit. He doesn't sit. Buster, I'm kind of busy. Okay. See, there's a power strip right over here with the Xbox plugged into it. And on more than one occasion, her paw has managed to get to the button that turns off the power strip, which turns off the Xbox. Anyway, Celestial Nighthawk also follows my rule of it's not bulkier than the Corpus helmet, so that's good. It looks pretty cool. I like Celestial Nighthawk. It's pretty cool. I don't like the color that I have mine set at, but it's a pretty cool helmet. As I said, this is a decent one to have for a hunter. It's also great for Crota's End. One of the reasons why I don't know how to defeat Crota, because as the hunter with Celestial Nighthawk, my job was to defeat the Oversoul. And if you get the timing right, which I do not know the timing, I'm gonna have to take a couple practice runs to figure out the exact timing again. But if you get the Oversoul at the right time, you can one-shot the Oversoul with your golden gun with Celestial Nighthawk, and you will only get 1 Oversoul. Sometimes you get, my understanding is you could get it twice, but if you get the timing exactly right, you will only get 1 Oversoul. But that's why I don't know. I have never fought Crota himself until Destiny 2 when he came back. I've never, as a nightmare. But I never fought Crota because I was the only one usually with Celestial Nighthawk, and I'm the only one at the time. Now, like I said, I haven't done it in a while, where I could one-shot the Oversoul. So that's another reason to get Celestial Nighthawk. It's great to use in Crota's End. It's basically great to use against any boss because the amount of damage it does. Imagine, like I said, 6 shots of Golden Gun rolled into one massive mega shot. That's awesome. Better than heavy ammo, better than anything. Just mega Golden Gun. Next, we got for the Warlock the maybe they call it the Celestial or the Bird Mask or something. Like, bring your bird helmet. Anyway, then we got for the Warlock the Impossible Machines, which looks pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks really, really cool. Grant Landfall, which I've heard is a good thing for Warlocks. Let me know. I'm not entirely sure what Landfall is. Somebody probably has told me a while ago, and I have forgotten. Because I haven't played Warlock. I really should. Honestly, I should be playing Warlock and Titan in Destiny 2, but the whole aim assist, I did not realize just how egregious the aim assist is in Destiny 2, and now I'm, like, turned off. I'm like, if it's going to affect my ability to play other games, and my aim in other games, then it's like, I don't like it. I like to have at least a little bit of a challenge when trying to aim, and having the game have a magnetic aim like Destiny 2 does has me really turned off. I think that's the one. The story sucked last season. Yeah, the grind sucked. The mindless grind sucked. It was easy, but the aim assist was the thing that was like, you're kidding, right? I did not realize just how bad it was. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that aside, so Grant's Landfall, let me know. I don't remember. Cool. Then we got the Trespasser, which I have called it like the bargain bin trash of Destiny. They are constantly bringing this gun back. I'm not a fan of it, honestly, just because I'm so sick to death of it. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. Oh joy, bursts of bullets. Then it's got reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. The only thing I remember when I did use Trespasser was that it ate through ammo. That's about it. I like sidearms. I used to be big on sidearms before everyone was using sidearms because to me it felt like another I don't know, you got more ammo for sidearms. But this one just never really appealed to me. I remember the once or twice that I used it, it ate through ammo. It just burned through ammo. Because it's firing in bursts, which with a sidearm isn't that good. Anyway, next we've got Bad Juju and Hoodoo. Bad Juju is a good weapon to pick up. I have Bad Juju right over here. I do not have, I don't think, yeah, I do have, no, I have Dragon's Bane. This is Hoodoo, right here. This is Hoodoo. It's pretty cool too. Don't get me wrong, Hoodoo is pretty cool. I don't even have it. I like Dragon's Bane because Dragon's Bane, because dragon. But you will get this one, which looks pretty cool. Now, Bad Juju is a good weapon to have. It's full auto. It's a pulse rifle that fires in full auto. This weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip, but it has a string of curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. So it helps charge your super. You don't have to reload. And this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. So, good weapon to have. Especially if you want, it helps charge your super. So, Bad Juju's a good weapon to have. Pick it up. Highly recommend it. And you get, like I said, you get Hoodoo, which is pretty cool. As I said, I like Dragon's Bane more. Pick up Bad Juju. It's been a while since we've had Bad Juju up from Xur, so this is your chance to get Bad Juju. Then we've got the second one. The last one is Red Death and Steel Witch. Is another weapon you should have in your arsenal. Red Death is a very good weapon to have. So Red Death. Now I have Steel Witch. There's White Witch, Steel Witch, wasn't it? It was Steel Witch, right? It was Red Death and Steel Witch. Steel Witch to me is the cooler looking one. That's Bad Juju. Red Death. Where is it? Red Death. Red Death. Steel Witch. So this is Red Death, and that is the ornament you are getting. You are getting Steel Witch. White Witch, I'm not too much of a fan of. I think this looks so much cooler. I just don't like white weapons because they don't stay white for very long. I like this one so much cooler. Red Death is a great weapon to use when you have exposure in effect. Exposure is the mod that gives you extended shields, but then they do not regenerate. Alright, so what's great about Red Death is, okay, yeah, it's easier to aim while under fire, blah, blah. It gives you, each kill heals you and speeds up reloads. So, when exposure is in effect, every kill you get with Red Death will heal you. Yes, that is why Red Death is a great weapon to have. There's also a moment in Crota's End, I remember, where your shields do not regenerate. Red Death is great to use. So, or if you're doing something difficult and you want something to heal you, this is a good weapon to have. Your health will just keep regenerating every kill you get. It's a pulse rifle. It's a good weapon to have. It's more common than Bad Juju. Bad Juju has been a really long time. This one is more common than Bad Juju, but if you don't have it, pick it up. It's a good weapon to have. Highly recommended. So at the very least, pick up Red Death and Bad Juju. And if you can only pick between Bad Juju and Red Death, get Red Death. At least that's what I would personally do. I have used Red Death more than Bad Juju simply because every time exposure has been up, I've used Red Death. Now, someone asked me, like I said, strange coins. I will be making a separate video going on about strange coins. Put recommendations in the comments below on ways you get strange coins. But I think the best way to get strange coins is just to play Destiny. I just will suddenly, if you're opening chests, you will sometimes find strange coins. Public events, you will sometimes get strange coins. The most reliable way to get strange coins is factions. Every one of the faction packages you get gives you 4 strange coins. It's one of the reasons why I push for people to increase your rank with the gunsmith. You can basically do that every week. Each weapon that you get, that you test with the gunsmith. So the gunsmith has, I think, 5 weapons. I usually ignore the crucible ones because you're probably not going to get into crucible. But usually you'll get at least 4 of them, sometimes 3, so it depends. Sometimes it takes you 2 weeks. Usually it takes me 1 week to increase my rank with the gunsmith. Now I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, but you will run 4 weapon tests and you will go up a rank. So it takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I mean, there's some tricks I've made in the past on weapon tests. For example, the Minotaurs, there's a trick you could do where there's this one Minotaur. If you move from a point to a point, it will automatically respawn. There's a trick where there's a sniper rifle where you go against captains. And again, so if it's a special weapon, you only need like 10 kills. If it's a primary weapon, you need like 20-something kills. It's very, very, very easy. Don't go into hard areas to do the weapon test. Maybe I'll make another video about that as well. Don't go to hard areas, like don't go to the plague lands. I mean, I'm not saying that the plague lands are hard. It's just you're weapon testing light 200 weapons. And you don't want to make it harder for yourself than you have to. So I go to the moon, Mars, Venus. There's certain areas where, for example, you get a weapon that says kill Vex. It's like there's one spot on Mars where there's, you go underground and there's a whole bunch of Vex. You just kill Vex and you will finish the weapon. And every faction package you earn will give you 4 strange coins. So if you level up with, like I'm with Future War Cult, which, let's go over to Future War Cult. I'm with Future War Cult right now. There are a lot of things you can donate to Future War Cult that will increase your rank with Future War Cult. Motes of Light will give you decent amount of chunk of credit with whatever faction you're a member of. Planetary materials. Each faction, every week it changes, will have different planetary materials that they take. Heavy ammo synths, special ammo synths, various things that you could trade in for credit towards your faction rank. And every time you go up in a faction rank, they give you a choice for a package. You'll either get weapons, chroma, or armor, but you will also always get 4 strange coins. And so that, I think, is one of the fastest, because it's the definite guarantee way you will get 4 strange coins. Every faction, gunsmith, you will get 4. It's a lot easier. It's very easy. So with Lakshmi too, as you can see, I have Motes of Light, okay, and you've got weapon parts, and you've got armor materials, and you've got special ammo synths, and you've got heavy ammo synths, and this week they're taking relic iron. Good. I'm not going to give it all away, but, and then we have, let's go with a couple Motes of Light. That will come. Motes of Light give you a lot, so 5. There we go. I'm gonna go with usual occult weapons because I like guns. And as you can see, I got automatically 4 strange coins. So anyway, let me know in the comments below any more recommendations, suggestions on strange coins. I will make a video when I get home from work. I might make a video about weapon tests. I should focus on that more because, like I said, I have a couple of tricks. For example, there's certain times you could go to Crota's End. Certain weapon tests, not all of them, but certain ones will work in Crota's End. Not all of them. So, like, for example, killing Hive will not work in Crota's End. But double kills will work in Crota's End. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, as I said. Suggestions on strange coins so I can make a video for people on it. And I hope to see you in the tower, the original Destiny.